What's going on, guys? Campfire Nate. I'm back for another edition of my weekly vlog, Countdown Till Thrones. And man, do we ever get a huge week last week. A huge week. We finally got a trailer. A trailer for season 7. And man, holy moly, are we excited. There was so much stuff in it. And I think the main thing that this trailer, made me feel good about was the things that I've been hearing people say, some of the cast members, and that is this season is going to move at a much quicker pace than the other seasons have. Now, this is something that people need to understand and need to get it through their head right now. More than likely, we're going to see episodes where a guy's here or a girl's here, and then the very next episode, they're way over there. So I don't want to hear how did they get there so fast? They didn't travel. I don't understand. Listen, the first few seasons, we saw the travel. It was there for a reason, to show us the scope of this world. All right, we know it takes so many miles or so many fathoms or whatever unit of measure you want to use to get from point A to point B. We get that, but we don't need to see it anymore. So if we have an episode where a character is way up in the north and the next episode they're way down south, who cares? Let's just get on with the action. And for one thing, this trailer showed so much action. There was so much action, and it was like fight after fight after fight. This is going to be good. It's going to be really good. Now, real fast, I'm going to talk about some stuff that's a little spoilery, so this is your spoiler warning. I'm going to go ahead and give it now. Skip on past to the next part if you want to, but this is your spoiler warning, and I'm giving it to you right now. Okay, spoiler time. Now, if you remember a video we did earlier where we talked about some of the leaked spoilers about what's going to take place in the season, I don't know, guys, but everything in this trailer did it. There was nothing there to kind of disprove those spoilers. Everything kind of really seemed like what we're going to get in that leak is really going to happen. One thing in particular which kind of made me think was you saw Jon running with Tormund in the north again, way up in the north. So it's like, okay, so do they really go back to try to capture a White? It really seems like that's very well possible. Now, something else that I can't take credit for, some Redditor who's got way more time on their hands than me, noticed in one of the images where you saw the giant map, you had Cersei and you had Jaime standing on the map, the locations of where they were standing and the importance of it. Okay, now, real quick, if you remember the Maggie the Frog prophecies and the fact that the Valonqar, and a lot of people think that's Jaime and that Jaime's going to end up choking her and killing her. In this image, you see Cersei standing on a part of the map of an area known as the Neck, and Jaime standing on a part of the map known as the Fingers. I mean, come on, guys. There's no way that's an accident. There's no way. It's just another little clever, hey, guess what? He's probably going to end up killing her, which we all kind of figured anyhow. But that's definitely a spoiler. So now I'm going to move past spoilers and I'm going to talk about stuff that is awesome and wonderful. And the wonderful I speak of is Wonder Woman. There's been a lot of really good reviews about Wonder Woman, which is getting me, cautiously optimistic at this point. I was hoping that eventually DC would make a great movie. Feels like this is the one. And honestly, I kind of felt like this would be the one that they were going to, we would be getting a lot of good critical reviews because critics sometimes go out of their way to talk trash about a movie regardless. Okay? That's just who they are. They're just complete pricks. But what's interesting about this is that this movie has a female lead and it's directed by a female director. I mean, are you going to be, labeled as a bigot because you don't like this movie? So the guys are going to be put in check a little bit. So I'm hoping that it's not that they're in check because they're scared to say something bad, but that this movie truly is good. But I will find out for myself this Friday. I'm going to go see it, and I'm really, really hoping that it's good, and I'm really looking forward to this. The interesting thing about this is the first movie that Jeff Johns has been completely involved in of the DC movies, so hopefully that is going to be a big deal. We'll see him definitely get involved and make it a little bit smoother and a lot more fun. So that's something to look forward to. Something else to look forward to is that this Sunday, Fear the Walking Dead comes back on. Now, I know a lot of you are like, Fear, it's not like Walking Dead. I just don't like it. I know. But me and Richard were talking, and this is definitely kind of a make or break season for Fear the Walking Dead. If you remember, with Walking Dead, around 3 and 4 is when it really started picking up. It really started getting good. And if you watched last season, you know the second half was so much better. It really, the character started to develop really good. You really started to have people that you really started to like and really be like, man, I can't wait to see them when they get into action and get around other people. So it definitely looks like this season is going to be the one that really sets it off, and I'm really excited, and I'm hoping that it's going to be good. Also, I'm almost done with season 2 of The Expanse. Guys, you got to watch this show. This show is so good. It's so, so good. Season 1 is on Amazon Prime, and I think season 1's coming out on Netflix soon. Season 2 just got finished. Guys, you got to watch The Expanse. If you like Walking Dead, if you like Game of Thrones, if you like all the other stuff that we talk about, you will like The Expanse. It is such a good show. All right, guys, that's it. That's all I got to talk about this week. I hope next week I'll have a lot to talk about. I'll get the first episode of Fear I'm going to be talking about. I'm going to be talking about hopefully the finishing The Expanse, telling you how that was. You never know when Game of Thrones information is going to drop, so hopefully I have some more of that. And I'll be able to talk about Wonder Woman and tell you exactly, where it falls on the, movie scale. But overall, guys, have a good week. Talk to you next time.